Yeah, for today's meeting, I don't think we have too much on the agenda. So if there's anything anyone would like to raise, um, yeah, we can discuss that and then we can take a look at issues. Is there anything anyone
Yeah.
wanted to raise?
I think I just wanted to know how the weekly PR review meetings have been, if they were like a good cadence for you guys, or if you think we should do it more often or less often. Um, and like it seems like we've been able to, get some PRs merged. I'd just love to hear your guys' experience with that.
Uh, the past peer review meetings were mostly on the still ongoing agents refactor.
Hmm.
So to basically present what is done in the refactor, so that as soon as all tests are written, that should be pretty soon now. Getting quite almost complete on the test coverage, so that everyone can review with everyone that wants to review can review with prior knowledge of what's going on, and especially since it's a huge PR. So we that's what we did during that. Well, those meetings we went through that PR in particular.
Okay. So do you think once a week has been working for you?
It's been working for me as an attendant. Yeah,
Okay.
well, once a week seems okay. I don't know if there's more stuff that you wanted to share, Nicholas, at future meetings or other stuff you want to go over.
Well, I think there will be a similar needs when I go for the controller uh, refactor. But overall, uh, I think the cadence was good as well, because this kind of PR takes some time to kind of uh, well get over. So uh, more frequent would be, I think, too heavy for reviewers.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think the need for future meetings will likely depend on the PR that are waiting. If Because not every PR requires such a session. Maybe if one day we have lots of PR that are piling, we may do things like that to kind of go through multiple PRs, but it requires the PR owner to be there to present its PR. So I don't know if it will be relevant, because otherwise, if the PR owner is not there, it's quite difficult to, well, to have answers to question you may have.
Yeah.
And so far, the feedback I got from the session were pretty good. Uh, so, well, that is currently here, there was only Lior, so I don't know what you thought about it. But
Like it's been helpful for me. I'm still like learning the Akri architecture in general, so PRs are a way to, learn that too. So I appreciate it.
Okay, sounds good. Have we been taking any notes or like writing summaries from these, or just kind of doing it on the go?
we were doing it on the go with any remarks being directly marked as a comment on the PR.
I see, I see. Okay, awesome. That sounds great. Yeah, it seems like March is coming up, real soon, which means KubeCon is coming up real soon. So I think it's great that we're making a lot of good progress on these PRs. Um,
Yeah, I think this it would be great to have the uh, these PRs merged before KubeCon, because this way we would have quite a let's say nice code base for newcomers. So that would be great, because I believe that there would be we are likely to have some newcomers after KubeCon, since we have a talk there.
mhm.
So we may get some uh, people interested and wanting to see if they can contribute or something. So,
And do we still want to like cut a V 1.0 release by then?
well, I don't think we will be able to have a 1.0 release by then. I don't think it's realistic.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be realistic to have like a RC of a 1.0? Or is even that stretching it?
Well, no, I think we may have, uh, considering the time left, I think we may have all the features we want in API 1.0 as PRs, maybe not all merged. I don't know how this will go. But then API 1.0 doesn't mean version 1.0, because we still have other things beside having all the features for the new API to be stabilized for 1.0. Like what we talked before, like I think it was some kind of security review, or some uh, bug bug hunting, I'd say, or similar things, to ensure that before 1.0 we are confident in being stable enough, and that we have things like release process more in a more, I'd say, documented way, so that we basically have everything that makes a project stable. So there's my take here is we may have the features, but we may know, but I don't think we'll be there for 1.0 release from the complete scope.
Okay, cool.
For KubeCon, do we Do we have a booth for Akri there,
Um,
like before?
no, because I think we're on the wait list this time.
Okay. I'm preparing something that may, well, I hope that it will be ready for KubeCon, but that's a demo, so there might be some kind of Acri demo for KubeCon. So if we don't have any booth for Acri, then I think it will only be uh, at the Suze's booth.
Okay. That sounds good.
Will the Microsoft booth have IoT space as well?
Have what space?
Like an IoT or edge space?
I will ask Ralph about that, but probably.
Cool. Yeah, I was just wondering, like, if maybe there was. This is probably too much work for, especially for a show in a month. But I was, yeah, it might be cool to do something combined. I won't even be there, so, but
Yeah, let me reach out to Ralph. Oh, Um, anything else?
Well, I don't think I have anything that won't be covered in the bug triage. So
Okay, so should we do bug triage? Did someone want to drive that today?
I can do that.
Okay, great.
I'll share my screen. Okay. And this one. Okay. Do you see the Acri roadmap window?
Yep.
Okay. So we have three new issues in triage. The first one is a bug that is multiple configurations doesn't work. Helm install fail on airbag enabled files. So I believe this is someone that tries to have more than one um, configuration and try to use the provided Helm chart to do that. So from what I understand, he first installed Acri, uh, I'd say normally, and then I have tried to install the chart a second time with just the configuration enabled, and it doesn't seem to work somehow. I don't know what we want to do about this.
is that a use case that we want to support?
Yeah, I don't know. My call would be to just consider the Helm configuration part just as a kind of a helper for a first configuration, and then to directly create the configuration resources the way you want if you need more than just a simple setup. But I don't know what's how you how others handle that. I don't know. Maybe you know, Lyra or Eugene. How do you, I'd say, advise to do this when you need multiple configuration?
Personally, I think, hold on one moment. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Personally, I mean, I would say just, yeah, the Helm chart for installing the platform and then YAML for setting up configurations is kind of should be the suggested, like, yeah, should be the suggested way. But that's definitely a personal opinion, right?
Especially since currently the documentation basically always get back to the Helm arguments, if I remember correctly. So
And
may not be clear about this.
yeah, we might want to split the documentation into like dev install or like testing install versus like here's how you should actually use it.
Yeah, or some kind of quick start that uses the Helm install thing with the configuration embedded, and some other how to write your configuration for more complex use cases. I don't know.
Mhm.
Right? If that was what everybody else would like. I'm already writing docs for everything else right now.
Um, so I think we can put this one in investigating, because we don't really, we need to see what we want to do for this.
Yeah.
And or maybe someone want to be assigned on this one to uh, be reminded to look at it. I don't know if someone wants to volunteer.
I'm tempted to, I just don't know if I actually have the time to take that
Okay,
on.
so let's not assign, and if you have time, uh, please tell to, so we can assign you to the bug. Okay, the next one is the website does not have the correct trademark disclaimer. So this is coming from someone from CNCF. So basically, we are lacking the Linux Foundation registered trademark disclaimer as a footer for our documentation website. And
It
the
looks
issue
like,
there,
yeah, Kate started a PR to fix it, maybe.
yeah, she started a PR to as a quick fix, like because the Git book we are using doesn't support adding anything in the footer if you are not in the enterprise subscription. So we are basically stuck with a quick fix to have this in the README page and in the while we are thinking of something more, I'd say, conventional. And well, they basically advise projects to use Hugo and Netlify for documentation if they don't know what to do. So maybe we can think about migrating to this kind of stack so that we can properly comply with this requirements.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to put this in progress, but we may want to create another issue with the goal of migrating the documentation to another stack. I don't know if we have anyone that would be willing to look into this.
Yeah, I can create an issue to track migration in the long term and see where we can go from there.
Yeah. So in progress for this one, and I'm going to have it assigned to Kate since she owns the PR for this. Okay. And the third one is a security notification for H2. So I didn't look into this, but it seems like it's some kind of denial of service attack that is possible on H2. So we may have to upgrade our fork of H2 so that we can have a fixed version there. And I wonder if we couldn't have some kind of dependabot for this kind of thing to kind of propose us with upgrades before we have security notifications. But that may be another subject. So this one, I think, I'm going to put in backlog, and it's going to wait for the next dependency upgrade. So since we have more time, do we want to have a look at the issues that are currently investigating a backlog, see if there's something that may need some attention?
Sure.
So I'm just going to go through the titles. If you think that's something that's been completely either forgotten or that is not relevant, or well, that we should do something about it, please interrupt. So this one is just the one we put there. UDEF video broker gets in micro K8s. So this one is low. Okay. But crash with Okay. So I don't know if we put anything there. No. Didn't tell anything. Okay. So I don't know if there's anything we can do right now, or if someone may have time to look into this? Well, or maybe it will be simpler if I basically ask, do anyone there will have any spare cycles by next meeting to know if there's possibility for one of us to have a look at the different investigating issues so that we can try to get some of them down or in progress.
You mean like just check on those investigating items and see if we've made progress or on any of them, or if to check if anyone has bandwidth for them?
To check if they are still relevant and check if there's some progress or if we can make some progress on them. So would be a first thing. Oh, there's this one. I remember this one. Yeah. I think this one may be some that may need action before someone comes to us and tells us we're doing something wrong, but I don't know the exact process there. I think this is the mock instant one is the one we should ask for some kind of exception from CNCF because it's one that we the core the Akri core basically depends on. So maybe we should do something about this. Yeah, okay. I don't see anything that's completely forgotten there. Like they are very old ones. Oh, what is this one? Oh,
I think that's a really old one. We can close.
um, no. Apparently, you were assigned to this one.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
to
when
look if we could have a redirection from www to the main to the documentation or something. Okay.
so are they saying it should be like akri.sh or www.akri.sh should redirect to the docs? But
I think that
right now,
should
I
be.
think you have to type out like docs.akri.sh.
Yeah, that's it.
I see. Okay, I can
So
follow up on this.
yeah, I don't know if we want to do that right now. If we're going to migrate the
Right.
documentation anyway.
Yeah. Okay, I can link this maybe in the other issue that I create for that.
Okay. And okay. Anyone have something, a specific issue or PR that wants to uh, highlight or that we would like to cover in particular?
None from me right now.
Okay. I think most of them are enhancements, so they will probably wait till we have more time to do works, I guess.
Mhm.
I think we're all busy with KubeCon coming.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So I think we're done for issue triage.
Yeah, so that's yeah, we didn't really have much on the agenda today, so if there's nothing else, I think we can call it. Anyone have any last things they want to bring up?
I don't know when is next when is next meeting, but well, yeah, no, it doesn't conflict with KubeCon. I wanted to check about this.
And
Should
did you
just
want to have
be
another PR review meeting next week?
I don't think that's necessary. There's only the agent one, and we already covered all of it. So I don't know when the controller one will come. So
Okay, sounds good.
I may probably send a message on the Slack when it gets out so that we can schedule this kind of meetings when the PR is ready.
All right, sounds
Even
good.
if it's before the next meeting.
I'll check the Slack.
okay. Yeah, and the next community meeting should just be on March 5th, which is, before KubeCon. And if we need to meet more after the community meeting before KubeCon, then we can do that too.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, have a good week, everyone.
Have a good week and a good month.
Have a good week. See
Yeah.
you next month.
Goodbye.